Hi guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Zwannda Nana, and in today's video I'll be recording a part 2 of a video that I recorded earlier, which was on a step-by-step processes of registering an EasyEquities account. So in today's video I'm recording a part 2, which is on how to deposit money into your EasyEquities account and get to buy shares, right? So I'll be using an app on my phone. So you can find an app on Apple Store or on Play Store. And then you can follow my previous video on how to register, and you can continue onto this one and look into how to deposit. Right, so before we can get into the steps to deposit, I want to give you guys an overview of the app so that you are familiar with the app as well, right? So the first thing that you see, okay, first of all, this looks a little bit different from the view that you'll see on the website. The app is a little bit different, but ultimately the steps are the same, and it's a lot more similar than it is different. So even if you've watched this video, you can still follow through on your website as well. So what you see here on the app is the ZAR total amount. This is the total amount that you have, inclusive of your losses and your deposits, as well as maybe your profit if you have some. So that's the amount that you get. And then it has profit and loss in percentage value, and it also has profit and losses in rands, right? So if you have made profits, you'll be able to see it there, and if you have made losses, you'll be able to see it there, and it also reflects in a percentage value, right? So, and then you have your investment accounts. There are a couple of them, but right here I only have 3 because these are the ones which you get like automatically when you register. These are the ones which you automatically get, right? It's by default you get this 3, right? You can still add where there's a plus sign. You can add other accounts like, you know, your property or retirement annuity kind of accounts. You can still add them. So the EasyEquities App, which you see there on red, is actually where you find South African companies. So if you want to buy South African companies, that's where you go to look for South African companies. So you click and then go to invest now, and then you go to ZAR again, and you'll be able to kind of find the company which you're looking for. You can search for it, or you can scroll through to find it, right? And then let's go back to the home page, which is the portfolio. And then you get a tax-free savings account, which is in PayPal. So the tax-free savings account is self-explanatory. So that's where you buy shares, which will not be taxed. So your capital gains and your dividends will not be taxed, right? So this is a key benefit. I believe that each and every one of us should at least have a tax-free savings account, so that, you know, you don't get taxed for that 36,000 in a year and 500,000 of a lifetime. It's good money without tax, right? So this is where you buy the shares that you won't get taxed on. So a little bit of FYI, on tax-free savings account, that's where you're gonna find ETFs, and these are exchange traded funds, right? These are like a group of equities, maybe let's say ETF about mines, or ETFs about retail stores, you know, or top 40s. Those kind of equities are grouped together to at least minimize the risk, right? So, and then you have EasyEquity USD. That's where you find American companies. So if you're looking into American companies, you can go to EasyEquity USD and get to search for your American companies that you're looking into, right? And then I've mentioned on my previous video, you have demos. So if you are trying to familiarize yourself with an app before you're ready to actually go into real investment or using your money, you can come into this account and try to play around with it. It's fake money. It just gives you a view of how it works, so you can use it. So for the demos, you're given 100,000. For the USD, you're given 10,000 USD, just so you can buy shares and see how it behaves, and you know, and learn about EasyEquities through the demo without using your own money. And once you're comfortable, that's where you can come to the step where you deposit money and start and start investing on real account, right? So I'll just go through the bottom part because it's the most important one, and then we are going straight to depositing, right? So you have an icon that says invest. That's where you go when you want to invest. If you've already deposited money, the money that you have deposited will show there. I know mine says 00 because this is my account that I use for YouTube. And then you have the tax-free savings account. If you have deposited money, it will appear here before you buy shares, right? So if you wanna buy, you come to invest, and then you can click on EasyEquities App. If you're looking into South African companies, if you're looking into ETFs, you can come to tax-free savings account. If you're looking for USD companies, you can come to EasyEquities USD, right? And then you have something interesting which is called watch list, right? So here you come and choose a company which you want to see its behavior in terms of, graph visualization, if it's gaining value or dropping in value, so that at least you can buy it. So let's say maybe you are eyeing Capitec, right? And you think the share currently is too high, and you have an amount, let's say the share is 800 and for you is too high, and you want to buy at 700. So you can come here and go to ZA and look for Capitec, and then select it here as your watch list, right? So now if you click on Capitec, you will see it. So that means that if when you wake up in the morning and you want to see how Capitec is doing, you can come here and see, is it ready for you to buy or not? Or if maybe it's your hot share which you want to trace and monitor frequently, you can also add it on your watch list. So this is like an easy go place where you can monitor your shares, right? Normally for myself on my account, I placed all the stocks that I have so that if there's something happening, I can just quickly go to watch list and see what's happening, right? And also the stocks which I plan to buy in the near future, I put them on my watch list so that I can trace them as well, right? You have notify as well. This is where when you deposit money, you get a notice to say you have deposited money here, and it will also say maybe you have received a dividend amount of certain, whatever dollar, if it's USD, or whatever ends if it's a South African account. This is where we are coming, which is the deposit. Immediately when you click to funds, to my funds, it will by default get you to the deposit. You also have transfers. Transfer is when you want to transfer money from your maybe ZA account to your ETF account. Let's say you have deposited money into your ZA account and you want to buy shares on tax-free savings account. You can transfer your money from your ZA account to your tax-free account, right? So that's where your transfers will show here. And then on withdrawal, if you have made withdrawals, then it will show here as well. Or if you want to, it will show here as well. So deposit, which is the conversation of today, you come here and then you want to deposit into South African account, it will open. What you're gonna get here, you're gonna get your ETF reference. That's where you put when it says here there on your let's say your app, your banking app, saying reference, this is the EE number that you put, right? And then there is an icon that says copy. This is to avoid mistakes, so you can just copy it and paste it on your app so that you don't write someone else's EE number and then your money get redirected to someone else, right? So then you have ETF, you have credit card, so you choose which option you want to use. You can use your credit card, you can use your MasterCard. So here you have ABSA by default, right? I'm guessing they were listed by alphabetical order, that's why ABSA is first, right? So my recommendation is that if you use Standard Bank, or if you want to deposit money through Standard Bank, it's better if you go to their Standard Bank account number. So you will click there and go look for Standard Bank. This helps to at least minimize the delays of money transfer, because when you're depositing from a different account like ABSA to Standard Bank, it takes a little bit longer, like 2 working days. So this helps in minimizing the number of days that your money will start reflecting on the app, you know, before you start panicking. So if you're using Standard Bank, it's better if you deposit into their Standard Bank account. And I think this is a good thing that EasyEquity did here, because you know, you can just deposit to any bank. They have, you know, your FNB, Nedbank, Standard Bank, Investec, Capitec, Bidvest, and ABSA. So you can choose whichever bank that you want to deposit into. So like I said, if you use Standard Bank, it's better if you deposit into their Standard Bank account, right? So let's go to Standard Bank, because I use Standard Bank. And then you'll find their account number, which is, you know, Standard Bank, the branch code there, and then the account name, and then your reference. So you can copy all this information just to avoid, you know, mistyping them, right? So, and they do give us a caution to say that it may take up to 48 hours to reflect on your app, right? And they did say on number 2 that the use of incorrect reference will result in allocation delay. So if you put a wrong reference or EE number, then it will delay and it will get you to call them and redirect them the amount, right? So that's it about depositing. It's that easy. If you want to use credit card, this is what you do. You go to credit card, and then you put an investment amount there, and they will notify you that they have a fixed transactional charge of R1.60. And then you can put credit card number, you put your expiry date number, you put your name, and a CVV number, which is the number that is at the back of your card, right? And then you can click deposit. So they said that this method is immediate, but you will pay 2.3% total value of your transactional and a flat rate of 1.60 for convenience, right? So they do mention that, you know, if you use your credit card, you're gonna be charged 2.3% extra, right? So that's it about depositing. This is all that it takes. I'll just say that, you know, make sure that, you know, you copy instead of retyping it. It just helps with avoiding mistakes. Thank you guys for watching. So please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like my video. Yeah, please tell me what was the highlight of this video and what you would like us to talk about later when it comes to EasyEquities, because your girl has been exploring this and she wants to give you guys and plug you into those things, right? Thanks. Bye.